I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel. It's Vlogmas, day 10. Wow, we're into double figures. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. How are you today? Hope you're all doing really well on this very wet, windy, quite miserable weekend, but never mind, what can you do? Yeah, it's the 10th of December. I can't believe it, and I am heading out today, so you're going to have to come with me. I am off to Birmingham city centre to go and see the Frankfurt Christmas market, which, you won't believe it, having lived in this area practically all my life, I've never been to. I have never been to the Birmingham Christmas market. I know, it's a shocker, but I am going today, so I'm looking forward to that, hoping the weather's going to clear up a little bit later on as well. Fingers crossed. I'm also hoping to pop into the White Company at Grand Central Station. A couple of bits I'd like to hopefully get in there. So it's going to be a very busy day. Come with me. Let's get into today's video. Hope you enjoy it. Well, we have spent a magical day in Birmingham city centre having a look at the German Christmas market as well as the White Company. I was so excited. And here are just some of the highlights we have seen over an incredibly busy day. It'd be rude not to have a gingerbread gin, wouldn't it? What are you having? Walking around all day and it's packed. The Christmas market is great, but it's so busy and we are so hungry. So we have come to a Spanish tapas for some dinner and I can't wait to eat. Absolutely starving. I'm with the invisible chef today, so hopefully it's up to his standards. Tapas Revolution. We're in Tapas Revolution, which is in Grand Central. Do you know what? I'm having a lovely day. It's so nice to be out and about. And it's so Christmassy, but so hungry. So hungry. No gin in this one, just coffee, back home, warming up. What a busy day. What a lovely day. Lovely day I've had with Paul. And as I say, I've never done the Christmas German market in Birmingham before, so it was a real treat. And honestly, it's made me feel really Christmassy. I absolutely loved it. The only thing we did buy at the German market itself was the little drinks that we had, because I actually found it incredibly expensive. I think we went past one store that was doing, and it smelt gorgeous, pulled pork rolls. You could buy a pork roll. I mean, they were £12 each. There was another one that was doing lovely steak baps. They were £15. I think the alcohol was pretty expensive. I think the gin that I had and Paul had like a Christmas spiced rum. I think they were £6 or £7 each. So I did find it very expensive, but it was lovely to look around. It's free to get in, it's free entry, but obviously hundreds of stalls selling all sorts of things, not just food and drink, but lots of all sorts of different goodies that you could see. But I didn't actually purchase anything in the market itself. I did managed to get to the White Company, as you saw, and it was a pretty successful trip, but didn't go quite how I planned. So if you've watched my other Vlogmas videos, you'll know that I was looking for specifically by the White Company, they do it every year, some fir tree scented diffuser drops. Now, up until this year, I've always bought them online with the White Company, and this year they've decided to, I don't know whether they've stopped them online or they've become out of stock online, but when you go online now, it says available in store only. The nearest White Company to me is Grand Central in Birmingham. So by going to the German market today as well, it has sort of killed two birds with one stone. I'd already got the fir tree reed diffuser and the home spray, and it is my ultimate Christmas scent. It's my favourite Christmas scent for around the home. But I thought if I can pick up the fir tree scented drops, I will. So I went in, had a look round. I'd got every drop you could imagine. Could I find fir tree? No. I was very disappointed and getting a bit frustrated, to say the least. So I ended up asking someone and she pointed me into the direction of a beautiful display that had got all things fir tree, but there was no individual drops. And she said to me, if you want the fir tree scented drops, you've got to buy them in October. She said they absolutely fly out of the store. And I was like, no, I can't get them online, and now I can't get them in store. She said, no, wait for it. You can. She said, but they are part of a set of 3 in here, one of which is the fir tree scented, the other is winter, and the other is Highland Escape, which I'd never smelt before. Have had winter before, which is lovely. Very clovey, on orange and cinnamony, lovely. Equally as nice as fir tree, not quite as nice as fir tree, I don't think, but anyway. She said, you can get it, but it's in here. Those are the only ones we've got. I said, that's fine, I'll take it. So I did. You get 3 now that, yes, there's one missing. And it isn't fir tree that's missing. I've got fir tree right here. There it is. That's what I've been looking for. That's the Highland Escape. But as a little treat for the invisible chef, I actually gave him the winter one because, like me, he's got one of those diffusers in his lounge. And what have I done with it now? God, I don't want to lose my fir tree scent. My God. So I gave him the winter one for his house, which he absolutely loved. But actually, what a nice gift as well that would make as a set for someone. And if any of my family are watching, and you can get these in store, I absolutely have no problem with receiving more of those. Can put them away for next year. Hint, hint, subtle hint, not. So that's the only way I could get my fir tree drops, but I've got them. And I've also got another lovely one to try as well, which is great. But I also went a bit crazy, and it's expensive because it's £35, but I also treated myself to the fir tree candle. What I might do is put this on the kitchen table in the middle of my kitchen display, because I think that would look really nice on Christmas Day if we like that. And having had a White Company candle before, I used to have a very, very large one. It actually got through 3 Christmases. So they do last a long time. And once I've got my candles going on Christmas Day, they go from morning till I go to bed. All day, all night, they don't stop. They're great. A bit like Yankee candles, they last a long, long time. So they're pricey, they are pricey, but they smell amazing and they last ages. So I'm not complaining. I had a nice little successful trip to the White Company, which I was very pleased about as well. And I also went into, this brought back some memories, the old Rackhams in Birmingham. Have any of you ever been? Whenever, whether it's been of recent years or in years gone by, have you ever been to Rackhams in Birmingham? Now, it's no longer Rackhams, it's House of Fraser and has been for many years, probably 20 years. But I remember Rackhams as a little girl as a real posh day out. And my granny would always treat herself to a winter coat every winter. And I remember I could only have been about 7 or 8 years old. I do remember her saying to me, will you come into Birmingham? We're going to do a trip to Rackhams to buy my new winter coat. And I remember the day vividly, and I really wasn't very old at all. And I remember how exciting it was going up the escalators. The Christmas decorations were amazing. I suppose back then, if I was comparing it now, to me, it was like being in Harrods or something, you know? And it was amazing. And I also remember Granny taking me into one of the ladies' bathroom toilets on whatever floor it was, and you had to pay to go and use the facilities. And on the way out, the lady would spray some lovely perfume on you. I remember it vividly. Anyway, I went into what was the old Rackhams and I could have cried. It is just such a shell of a building. It's still open. I think it's now run or owned by Sports Direct. But to be honest, it was nothing more than a jumble sale in there. There was no proper displays, or there were floors with, you know, certain things on them. So you had a men's department, a ladies department. really bare, things just thrown everywhere, nothing. I mean, there was one stand I went to that said bargain beauty products, and they'd just written it on a piece of paper and sellotaped it on a cupboard, and then they were selling things underneath it. And I looked around and I suddenly had this flashback of all these memories from years ago and how beautiful and elegant it was. And we're talking early 1980s, very early 1980s is that memory I've got. And I thought, wow, how life changes and how things change. And yet those walls have probably seen so much. So many people have been through them over the years. I got really, really nostalgic and really sad because I thought, oh God, that's another piece of history gone. Really, I can't imagine the way it is at the moment is going to stay like that for very long. It wouldn't surprise me if very soon that will just be an empty building. It may even be turned into something else, because the other parts of Birmingham that have been turned into something else and renovated, like the Bullring, like Grand Central, are amazing for food, drink, shopping, wonderful. So you have to have these changes, don't you, in life? But it did bring back an awful lot of memories. But I did actually make a purchase in there, and they had got a stall rather, that was selling very reduced makeup, and I managed to find some Estee Lauder. Now, I have worn Estee Lauder over the years. Some of it never used to suit my skin. I've not had a problem with it in recent years, but I'm a big fan of Max Factor foundation, and also Estee Lauder. And I'm wearing at the moment double wear in a colour, I think it's called 3N1. It's quite a popular colour for me, but it's a little bit dark as I go into the winter. It starts to look a little bit yellowy on me, because if I've got a bit of a suntan in the summer, it really suits me. If I get to this time of year, because I'm quite pink toned in my skin, it starts to look a little bit yellowy on me. So I tend to buy a lighter colour. Anyway, I wasn't going out to buy makeup today, but in Rackham's these were reduced, and the double wear foundation is normally pretty expensive. It can be very expensive, but they were selling this, well, it was priced at £17, and when it was at the checkout it was reduced to £9. I said, why is all the Estee Lauder makeup so cheap? And she said, well, there's only certain colours and we're just getting rid of old stock. And I also picked up a really nice pinky coloured lipstick that said £17 on it, and it was £6 at the checkout. I had a complete bargain. So I got my usual double wear foundation, but this is in nude, and it's called 2C3. Never used it. I did have a look at it, and there was a tester. And if you have a look, it's actually quite pale, but it's more pink toned than yellow toned, which you might find difficult to see on camera. Throughout the winter, that actually might be pretty useful. I thought, well, it's a bargain, an absolute bargain. I haven't opened the lipstick yet, so I will open it now. I tend to like pinky colours, and especially after Christmas, sort of getting into spring, I tend to go more pinky than the dark reds. But I like that packaging a lot. But this one, oh my Lord, that really is pink. But that's a really nice summer colour. Oh, look. Oh yeah, I like that. That's very me. Gosh, that's an absolute bargain. I think if I'd realised it was going to be quite that nice. Look at that lovely clasp it's got on there as well. Oh, I could have bought two. They've got a few in that colour. Oh well, feels lovely. Love that. What a bargain. So I had a very, very successful trip today to Birmingham with Paul, which was great. I need to open my advent calendar. That's the next thing, and we are on day 10. Where are we? Day 10, here we are. Right, so what have we got today in this beautiful advent calendar? It's a charm again today for the bracelet. Beautiful, another rose goldy colour one. Like I said the other day, I have decided to wait till Christmas to wear it, because I'm going to wait for all the charms to be on it, and then I can put them all in whatever order I wish. But there we have another beautiful rose coloured charm, rosy gold, for today. Oh, day 10. My goodness, isn't this going quick? Isn't this going quick? Anyway, because everything was so expensive at the German market, the Invisible Chef decided to make his own drink, actually. So he has actually made a beautiful mulled cider. I'm going to let you see that now. So this is another of Jamie Oliver's Christmas incredible mulled cider recipe. Oh my goodness, so warming and so delicious. I will put a link down below for you to Jamie's website, which has got all the ingredients and the method for this delicious warming Christmas drink. The only difference we made today was we couldn't find a pomegranate. So we've actually used pomegranate juice, but it worked equally as well. And this was gorgeous. So that's it for Vlogmas Day 10. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have and you haven't yet subscribed, please do. And I also need to say to you that I have been told off by Paul, aka the Invisible Chef, because I have been saying to you that the first giveaway I'm doing throughout Vlogmas, which I've been saying if anybody subscribes throughout the time of Vlogmas, you're a new subscriber, you could be in with a chance of winning the Vlogmas prize. And then when we get to 2,000 subscribers, there'll be a big giveaway. Well, Paul said, that sounds like you're only going to put new subscribers into the hat for the Vlogmas giveaway, and that's not fair on all your regular viewers. And he's quite right, and I do apologise. So, slight change of plan. There are still going to be 2 giveaways. The Vlogmas giveaway is anybody who comments throughout the time of Vlogmas, as most of you, particularly my regular subscribers, do. Anybody who comments and watches and is subscribed will go into the hat for the Vlogmas giveaway. So it includes everybody. So I hope you didn't all take it the wrong way, and Paul is quite right. And then the other giveaway, which is the big giveaway, is when we hit the 2,000 subscriber mark. And at that point, again, anybody is in with a chance of winning. That name will be picked at random, like the Vlogmas one. I hope that does make sense, and I apologise if it doesn't. If you need to ask me to clarify that, just pop it in the comments below and I shall answer you. Anyway, that is the end of Vlogmas Day 10. I'm ready for my bed. I hope you've had a lovely day. Thank you for joining me. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. I'd be very grateful. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And until then, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.